I've missed the James Corden carpool. I've missed the Jimmy Fallon show. I feel like not been present.
You feel like you've not been a good fan?
I feel like I've not been a good fan. Hi,
welcome to
TTK. So guys, I want to start this video by saying a massive thank you to the support you gave the last video. It was a long time coming because it took us a hell of a lot of time to find some army dads that wanted to do it.
Really difficult work.
Like, really hard.
They they exist, but they just don't want to talk on camera. So to the 4 dads that we got, thanks.
If you're new here, please make sure you press subscribe and also the bell notification button next to it, and then press allow all notifications so you can stay up to date with what we're doing. Let us know, by the way, who you want us to interview next. What group? What subset of people? Somebody already commented saying doctors, psychologists, nurses. I was like, sure, okay.
BTS health professionals.
I've been having some thoughts recently whilst we're in comeback season for BTS, and this is more of a confession for me because I feel like I need to own up to something. I feel like recently I'm really struggling to keep up with what's going on, not just in life, but I mean generally with BTS.
I was going to say, you generally struggle anyway,
So I'm finding it really hard at the moment to keep up with what's going on, partly because we've been so busy recently. I've missed the James Corden carpool, I've missed the Jimmy Fallon show, and I feel like not been present.
You feel like you've not been a good fan?
I feel like I've not been a good fan. And the reason I want to talk about this is because I do see this as being, some people feel as a bit of a pitfall for being a K-pop fan. Like, if you're not up to date on everything, then you couldn't possibly.
I don't think it's just K-pop. I think it's being in a fandom for anything.
Yeah.
If you don't keep up with something, you're seen as like,
fake fan.
Are you really a fan? I think the fandom culture can be a bit dangerous like that. I've seen a few comments online, a few tweets where it says, by the way, you can be a fan however you want to be a fan. But I do feel like as content creators, we're expected to be on top of everything going on all the time.
Yeah.
And there's a lot going on all the time. This isn't our only YouTube channel.
There's a lot of content. Like, all these K-pop groups, BTS particularly, are just swamping us with amazing content, but I'm finding it really hard to keep up. Like, last night I had time off and I started playing Breath of the Wild, Zelda, when I really maybe should have caught up on the Jimmy Fallon show. But then sometimes I like to discover that my own time. I really am doing this so I can hear from you guys your opinions.
What makes someone a fan? Does anything make someone less of a fan? And is there this hierarchy that everyone seems to imagine in their head where it's like, that person's been a fan for longer, so they must be a really good fan. Am I allowed to like it as much as them?
Right, who's the gatekeeper? I feel you just said to me off camera that you're worried this isn't really a video, but I guess it's just a wider conversation about like fandom in general. Like, I love, for example, British band Bastille. I love Bastille, and I'm up to date on every single one of their albums. I know every song back to back, but I haven't necessarily seen all of their videos on the music videos, or I haven't seen all their interviews, because that's just how I enjoy Bastille. Like, when I enjoy BTS, I love seeing them on Western Award shows because I think it's really cringe how interviewers try and ask them the same boring questions. I haven't seen more than one Run episode. I've never seen a V Live.
Maybe you don't speak Korean.
And I don't speak Korean. But then also, I just feel like sometimes maybe that's expected of me. But I've never done that with any artist that I've loved, other than Imogen Heap back when I was like 12.
She vlogged, that was like twice a month. One of the questions we asked the dads was, how do you show your fandom? And I think for me, my fandom is very much like, I actually keep it quite private. So I'll watch something with, well, you or Linda, to be fair, but I won't, like, unless it's something big happening, I won't tweet about it, because I feel like I just wouldn't naturally tweet about, you know, Bastille releasing an album. I might tweet stuff about this album's sick, but I won't spend hours and hours and hours on Twitter. So I think my showing of a fandom is normally quite muted. Like, Pokemon, I live for Pokemon, and I might sometimes post on my Instagram story, but I don't talk about it all the time.
When it comes, so the comeback has been obviously intense. It's been a time, but I feel like maybe this comeback I've sort of slipped. Like, maybe I should have been tweeting more about it. Maybe we should have done more content around it.
I think that it all comes down to the fact that nowadays, if somebody doesn't post something online, it didn't happen. So I think that with being in a fandom, it's kind of like you're wearing, I don't know, was it Scouts or Beavers where they had badges for them every time they do something? Pins. I think it's the same thing where it's like, oh, I am a BTS fan, and look, here is me watching the carpool, here is me watching them in the Grand Central Station on Jimmy Fallon. I think that everyone is different and everyone has different time schedules, but I just think it's this, like, not bragging, because I just think the internet culture is to share when you're doing something, and if you haven't shared, you haven't done it.
Like, I wanted to do, today's video was going to be sort of our general vibe about the album, but then I've seen enough of that. Like, I've seen enough of people talking about BTS's album. Also, this is not just a BTS channel, as much as I would love it to be. It's not just...
It's like 70% BTS at this point.
BTS. I feel like a bad fan sometimes, and sometimes I feel like I shouldn't be talking about K-pop because it's like I've not been up to date on it all. Like, I don't even commit to TV shows because I have no time to do it because I'm too busy keeping up with what BTS are up to. But I feel like this video is just me saying I kind of feel a bit rubbish sometimes because I'm not doing what I should be doing, but then also I just want to enjoy it for myself sometimes. It's like going to Disneyland and feeling the pressure to vlog it all so you don't enjoy it because you're too worried about hitting the camera out. Perfect analogy.
I would like to know how you share your fandom about something. So, for example, if you're a fan of Cadbury chocolate, would you tweet about it every 5 seconds, or do you just only mention it when you're consuming that one thing? As well, because we are content creators, I feel like we are so used to sharing a lot of our life online that sometimes when I forget to share something online or don't share something online, I feel bad and I've guilt tripped myself into then feeling guilty about it, and then I will feel twice as bad about not sharing something online. Do you see this is like
do you know what?
Self-fulfilling?
This takes me back to January last year when we were starting to do this channel. I was like, I love K-pop, and at that point I was like, I'm never going to get to the point where because I love something so much it becomes this full-time thing, but then it ruins it for me because I have to make content. So actually what this video is me saying I feel like I could probably do more talking about K-pop, but I'm happy with what I'm doing. I felt far more fulfillment from putting the BTS Army Dad video up, all the dads were amazing, than maybe putting out some content that is just like, here's the album, blah, blah, blah. Like I love the music video for Louder Than the Bombs is great, or you know, filters like so good. I'm like,
Louder Than Bombs is actually really good, and Troye Sivan did a solid on that one, so well done.
So Arcades are a British duo that wrote, a musician duo that wrote for the new album. Like for me, top quality content will be getting them on the channel to have a chat about what is the process like. Like we did it with Orla Garland, who is a musician in the UK.
She wrote 13140.
1318408.
The one, you know, the one.
The number one off
the other album.
Love Yourself. So I think it'd be really cool for maybe us to invest time in doing content like that. Like New Hope Club, hearing about their tour in South Korea. Like hopefully that was interesting to you guys. You seem to enjoy it. But these all ideas take more time. So I'm happy with that content and I want to do more of that, but I also want to hear from you guys about how you enjoy K-pop and what you expect from K-pop creators.
Have you ever felt like a bad fan for something? Like, give me that example. Where have you ever felt like you maybe have, or have you ever felt guilty that you've not done enough to support an act or even a genre or industry, whatever you want to call it? Let me know. I would like to know that, because I think that everyone has their own story to share, and you feel a bit guilty sharing them, especially if you make content around that, because then you're like, well, clearly I'm not as big a fan as everyone thinks I am because I'm a liar and I'm a terrible person. No, just let me know in the comments what your thoughts are.
Do you feel like you could have done more about BTS's album launch?
Well, I was thinking about content.
Maybe it's because I love their music so much I'm putting this pressure on myself.
I think that I probably could have reacted to... Oh, that's a live stream idea. I probably could have reacted to the whole album song by song, but I always find those things really boring because I don't like it when someone just... You can't see the music they're listening to. It's a different music video, and just because I didn't tweet about it didn't mean I didn't enjoy it. I'm not someone that wants to sit and react to content all the time. Like, I genuinely love, you know, the Stray Kids MVs because I think they're sick, but also BTS's MVs. I'm here for Blackpink, like I love them. But maybe at the start when we started this channel, we were like, we're not going to react to content, but then that's part of K-culture, like K-pop culture is to react to content. But we found something that we really like doing and we want to do more of it, and we can with your support. And we hit 24,000 subscribers. So thanks to you guys. Fame.
All of the hearts.
I'm an icon now.
Legend, even. Let us know if you ever feel like a bad fan, and what you've done to get yourself out of that.
Or is this whole thing just nonsense and we're making it up in our heads? Should we just forget the way we're thinking?
Maybe I'm just being really insecure.
Because maybe... no, I think it's not in my head. But also at the same time, I would like to know your thoughts.
Yeah. But I have bought the album, so...
They sold out in Sainsbury's. I was in Sainsbury's yesterday. They had a whole shelf, or like a portable shelf that was in the middle of the aisles, and it had 2 left on there.
Well, there's
£23 each.
Just so you know, in the UK, they're outselling the closest 3 competitors by 4 twice.
Combined.
Outselling all their closest competitors combined, and they're still not played on UK radio.
One of them's Ozzy Osbourne.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe that's another video that will be coming next week, whilst I have a breakdown about them not being played on the radio. Cool. Thanks for watching this.
Maybe we should interview DJs for a video.
I've tried reaching out to 8 different DJs. Nobody wants to do it.
They're not interested. They don't care.
They don't care.
Dancers.
Yeah.
Singers.
Anyway, please make sure you press subscribe and press the bell notification button and then allow all notifications. We've got a Monster X fan interview coming very soon, hopefully next week when we're in Disneyland.
So, yeah, stay tuned for that. Bye. Thank you to this month's patrons. Your names are down below. Your support means that we can make more videos more often, and it's really helped us out this month. So
press that button down there if you want to find out how to become a Patreon. It's optional, but we love you for it.
Why not?
Bye.